with the microphones.
Yo, yo, yo. Check.
Whole new podcast. Eli.
1 2
Eli's on vacation right now. I have Zach filling in. Eli's he sold a bunch of comics on eBay. He's using that money to go on vacation and then open up his first comic store. He's worked at comic stores and video stores, and he believes that he can now be the boss of one. I trust him, and he's gonna use it. He's been making so much money on eBay, it's crazy.
Balling on eBay, huh?
Selling comics, videos, clothing.
Giving up the podcasting racket for greener pastures. How much you been paying him lately?
I give him $100 an episode.
Not bad.
If it was a woman, I would give her the same amount.
I just got this much for it, so I haven't counted it yet, but
That's good. That's good.
yeah, thank you. Thank you for the money made.
That's for the next couple podcasts. That's not only for this one, but that's for a whole season. So today what are we gonna do, Zach?
We're over here checking out Dr. Phil best moments. We're kicking back, actually, also having a couple of brews. Just kind of having a little guy time. It's more the vibe we're looking for is just chill vibes. Just try to keep it to, keep the vibes chill. And that was something that you expressed to me, so I made sure I brought over chill vibes. And I'm just gonna keep spreading out that good chill vibes all around this fantastic studio where we do the podcast here, and you do your thing. So that's my best intro I got. So, well,
I like that.
Thank you. Yeah. I think we're better with the mute on this, honestly, because that guy talking over it is terrible.
Oh, I thought you had a good compilation. You got a good compilation.
I had one. Yeah.
You shared a good one recently.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time looking at these. So.
I'm trying to think the first time I ever met Dr. Phil. Not personally, but through the television set. And
Yeah. What was your
I'm drawing a huge blank. I obviously know, everybody knows that he's related to Oprah Winfrey.
If I have here
He's
a
related
check
to her, as a
from the
entertainer,
Dr.
not
Phil
as,
show
not
City
not
Trust
as,
and Savings Bank
familial relations
for $24,979.22, your total indebtedness.
proprietor?
Yeah.
If I
network.
give you this check to hit the reset button and start over,
I would go to school.
you would go to school.
I believe that he comes from the long line of of Sarah Jesse Raphael, Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake. I'm missing that good one, the master of daytime TV, the Jewish guy, Jerry
Springer.
Jerry fucking Springer.
Yeah.
Is the godfather of this type of show.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, oh, look. This is the famous one right here. This is the girl.
Yeah.
She
Dude, don't
saved
get all
Dr.
tough.
Phil's
Please
career.
don't. This is not the place, and this is not the
Sit
time.
down.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Flip me now. I don't say anything to myself. I just say, all right, there's a car. There's some keys right in front of me. I know where the car at.
Oh, my gosh. What a legend.
You know where the car at.
What's her story?
Did
Oh,
you,
this,
you go
this
to
is
fifth
the
grade?
Catch Me Outside girl.
She's a thug.
no, I'm
so
asking,
glad
how
that
far
you
did you
know
go?
She's actually, she is famous from Dr. Phil.
Bulletproof vest.
Like,
That just left his parents
She-
mortified. Now,
Right from the video.
had this
They've been
episode
drinking
where,
quite a bit.
she's just a bad kid, just like all daytime television, You know how they used to have the boot camps? You ever see those?
Yeah.
You remember on Maury?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is after that. She wasn't able to attend the boot camp. She obviously didn't contact Maury or anybody else who was ready for this, and Dr. Phil has her on the show, and she just drags him on his own show, just starts making fun of him. Yeah, I mean, you got to see the whole thing now, I guess. Yeah, play it. I can't believe you don't know, but it's awesome. See that?
Catch Me Outside.
Yeah, that's so famous. Full video, that looks good enough to me.
I've been off screen the whole fucking time. Let me hear more. Here we go. There we go. I'm on screen. I'm on screen.
So yeah, this is she revitalized.
You know, I gotta like dodge her. Cause if she hits me, I'm giving it to her. I'm pretty violent. I mushed her in the face cause she wouldn't get out of my face. Either I'm breaking down her door or she's breaking down my door. I don't stop till I start seeing dents in the door. Cause I knew what I was doing, you did it. She's so over exaggerated. So she'll be like, oh, she threw boulders at my window. The pebble's like this little. She'll threaten.
So what? So give me. So what's her symptom?
What? I think she is. I think she's a badass.
She just.
I think she was born with the badass gene. She's bad to the bone. You know. Have you ever seen The Bad Seed? Actually.
I've seen The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, the male. That was the male version of it.
Seed.
That was when the '90s tried to mansplain The Bad Seed, which is a.
It's an older film.
Yeah, and then the '90s. You know how toxic that was.
Yeah.
The '90s.
I think I think the '90s were a good year, but towards the end it was toxic.
Yeah, like Woodstock '99.
Yeah, and Lollapalooza.
Woodstock '99 was, I think, I mean, it's a good way to end a decade. Just like start a fire to Limp Bizkit or whoever was playing. You know about that too, right?
The Limp Bizkit?
Well, yeah. So yeah, Woodstock ended early. Woodstock '99.
Because Limp Bizkit?
I think it was Limp Bizkit. Yeah. No, yeah. So either way, I'm just kind of like, really, she's just a bad person. I guess this person is. And her mom contacts Dr. Phil and like, you know, I don't know how serious. You know, I don't know how serious it is if you're contacting Dr. Phil, or how much like theatrics goes into this. Like, is this some kind of plant for TV? You know, is it just for entertainment, or is it? Yeah. So the reason why, because she becomes this huge star. She becomes a star.
Does she fuck dudes? Like
she's 13.
I know, but she talk about like I fuck Luis. I fucked Luis.
No.
And I'm having a fucking abortion, bitch.
No.
She didn't go that far.
No, that's like.
So she is a bad child.
She is a bad. Well, okay, so she doesn't say that, but that's like. That's honestly like that reminds me of South Park.
So let me know. Am I wrong for thinking the only way she became that much of a badass is she had sex with an older male?
You think? Yeah. I mean, I don't know what made her this.
She somehow was able to have sex with somebody the same age as her dad, and that made her gain a phallic rival against the whole family. Does she even have a father?
Yeah, no, I don't. This is the full video right here.
Where do you? I mean, I might be just getting. If
you don't.
Where do you think this attitude comes from?
I mean,
it's powerful, right? So that means
like,
it's good.
This has been bad kid energy. You know what I mean? Bad kid daytime TV energy. Like that's been around. She's not original. I think more or less it's that she kind of.
So you're telling me she's playing a part on the Dr. Phil show?
I don't know.
And when the camera's off, she's a little toned down. She's just kind of like a little small thespian.
I don't know. I don't know that she might be some bad kid, or maybe maybe she was a child star and this is how they like broke her. But she's like a rapper now. She's like, you know, done what she could with the fandom she had. I don't know how famous she is now, but for a while, that's why it's crazy you haven't seen it, because she's like really, really popular.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm mixing her up with a lot of other Dr. Phil's.
Yeah, got a lot rummaging around in your head.
I do watch this. I'm a big fan of this type of entertainment.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's great.
I think Donald Trump still falls way really. He's aiming for this. He was aiming for this, and he knows it. I think he really does know about these dynamics of spectacle
Yeah.
and excess. Think about it. Like, he is an excess.
Yeah.
Cardi B's an excess. Jay-Z's an excess. Like,
Just
they're
eccentric.
no excess of character, of material character.
Yeah.
So you have this car, you have this. There's no way you could act like that for. It's like when I see women with big long nails.
Yeah, that's like for how many days do
It's
they do that?
inefficient, but I would respect you if you just took a photo with it. Like you had it's like photographic. Like even big breasts, it would be nice, that you take a photo of your big breasts, but you're able to like take them out
Yeah,
after, so that you can actually go along in the world and not be like such a raped by the male gaze constantly when you go grocery shopping. Like, it'd be nice if you could take out your silicone implants so you can go shopping at Walmart regular in daylight instead of going in there at 2 a.m. just so you can get your little whatever strippers and hookers get. Do you get where I'm going with this? It's like you're wearing it because the photograph reflects back to you. The image reflects back to you.
Yeah.
The beauty or the obsessive fetish look, whether it's giant tits, giant ass, the fingernails.
Yeah.
But when the camera's off, there's shit you got to do every day that doesn't require a reflection, like taking a shit.
Yeah.
Probably just moving through the house and doing chores, like wiping your ass and cleaning your clothes. Like I guarantee you, a lot of these things get in the way, like long nails and big breasts.
I mean, I can only imagine what it is like to wipe your ass with nails that are like only the size of
You have to get in the palm, right?
Yeah,
Like that or something.
But it's like even going up. It just seems terrible. It seems absolutely terrible.
Can you tell me more about this girl?
Yeah, so again, no idea really where. I mean, obviously, I feel like there's got to be some trauma. I guess we're talking about it like where it came from. There's got to be some type of trauma, right? Like you said, and I think whether it was an experience that, like, I hate to say it, but yeah, when I see someone that's just like this much against authority, there usually is some type of trauma, like with like sex or violent. And with girls, a lot of times, that's the case, where they've dealt with some type of sexual assault or being molested or whatever.
Well, I'm actually kind of talking about it in which she's a subjective person where she can interpret her own reality, no matter how delusional it is.
Yeah, well, I mean,
she can interpret her. I give her the responsibility.
Yeah.
Even though she might not be fully developed, she's interpreting her reality, and she's giving us entertainment and she's giving us entertainment.
Yeah, one thing's for sure is that she is definitely addicted to swag. She's definitely swaggy.
Swag clothes, or
Just
swag
swag.
attitude.
Just swag.
Do this, do that, then I'm gonna call your PO.
You got one more time to hit me, Danielle.
Kinda got a
You got one more?
I ran out 4 times in one day, and the cops brought me back every time. She wants me to be sent away. You want me just as bad, put me in jail.
So tell me what you think you're doing that contributes to this chaos and this problem.
Is that important?
I don't behave disrespectful. I steal cars. I steal her credit card. I ain't gonna lie, there's no reason to lie. Everybody know already.
What do you say to yourself that
We all
gives you the right to take somebody else's car?
But she doesn't talk. I mean, she steals all these things.
Lying, you mean? That's what makes me want to take the next car.
What now? I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Are you speaking English?
So she's 13 years old.
you have an accent of some sort?
Tell them where it comes
Yeah, I think
from.
she's 13.
Because, like,
From the street.
just a posit. She's
Okay, so
she's had some old man's dick. She's enjoyed it, and she's striving. She keeps getting it, and her mom is jealous as hell.
Yeah, so she's got
13
she's got some old boyfriend, is what you're saying. Like someone who's like in their 20s, like early 20s.
And her mom doesn't have the guts to tell. Well, obviously, TV doesn't even have the guts to tell you what I just said. They aren't telling you exactly.
Exactly. No, I agree with that, Abe. Honestly, it's pretty graphic.
And it's not. It has nothing to do with. It has everything to do with morals, but the hidden morals. And
no, yeah, I agree with you. I think if Dr. Phil was a real doctor, like, okay, now listen, now we know about the 6.
yeah,
Like,
who's
we
the
know.
guy? Who's this?
He goes, now
who are the guys?
What he's doing is he's doing criminal acts. Yeah, like, but no, Dr. Phil's not gonna get it. It's surface level with Dr. Phil.
If let's just say like how the government runs things. The government runs things in the military and the CIA, right? All they're trying to do is like, who's infiltrating this communication channel? That's all. That if we're talking about base level, very harsh, fascist, bureaucratic orders of high-ranking CIA, NSA, FBI, they find an informant or they find a culprit. They want to know how this thing got jammed up. Who's feeding the information?
I think it's Will Smith.
What this girl right here. Let's just say I'm trying to get some info on this thing, and I say, well, there's these 5 guys. I already got on her phone.
So get this. There is also a.
She's having sex with 5 guys.
So check this out, though. There is also a conspiracy theory. Okay, that when this episode originally aired, it was when she was 13, but then when it got famous, it was a rerun that got big. Okay, so we'll get further into it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll stop in her.
No. You do. We got some time, right?
Yeah.
I don't got any place to be right now. But yeah. So this original video, apparently, like, well, this is a conspiracy. So I mean, to me, it's believable. It's more believable than, Hillary Clinton eating like people. It's more believable than Donald Trump time traveling.
Got it. Well, this is here and now, and it's so.
But it's kind of in the past though too. That's another thing.
What year are we talking about when this?
I don't even know. I mean, we'll see. We can look that up.
So it's definitely okay for a 13-year-old girl to be like being exploited by Dr. Phil.
So this was January 2017 that this video got posted, but that doesn't mean it's when it.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Phil's kind of off the air to that.
No, he's still going.
He's still going now?
Yeah, Dr. Phil. I mean, there's
just so many other channels now.
Oh,
everybody's watching the internet.
Yeah, I mean, nobody, like, I don't think a lot of people tune into any
It's like Bill O'Reilly still has a show.
Does he? Not on Fox.
No, it's he has his own podcast or something.
Oh yeah, well, I'm sure he's doing. I mean, dude, Rush Limbaugh, I'm sure was spitting out,
So what's the point?
Shit until he died.
What's the point of even writing a novel or making a good movie now? There's just so much information out there.
So I mean, it just is like you mean making a good movie? I mean, I think so. For me, I just have a lot of value in movies. Like, I don't think that there's like.
So you believe in the classics? You believe in a condensed art form that can last all this noise? There's so many podcasts. There's never gonna be a podcast that's gonna be like this. Though it should be a thing in the Grammys or something like that, don't you think? Do you think there should be like a classic podcast and
I think
evaluate it?
I think it's like it's becoming its own separate thing. I think there should be. Right now, I would put everything into like just all of like broadcasting. I think it is like, I mean, basically you're a broadcaster. You're doing whatever it is you're doing. So there's different types of
different type of podcasts.
Yeah, there's different types of broadcasting. There's the real news. There's the Saturday Night Live.
And that's not art though.
Bullshit.
See, this is what I'm trying to. What I'm trying to get at is like Spielberg can make a film, and he can get an award, and you can refer to it until you die. Pretty much, you can even have kids and say, "Hey, you got to watch Chinatown," or you got to watch a Godfather, the first Godfather.
Well, and that's the thing is that these things become I hate to use the word priceless because it's definitely worth something. You know, it's got a price, but to people, yeah, seeing it, yeah, The Godfather, for instance. I mean, it's like something you can't forget, right? You're not. I don't know how you'd watch it and not remember
It's
a
just
lot of it.
it's just almost like if you have a kid or you have the youth being brought up and they're kind of getting all this new shit. There's moments of the tradition of whatever's left of the tradition that the older brother or the elders want to say, hey, you should check this out, man. If we don't have that, what do we have? Like if we disregard, I mean, this is really what it comes down to, and this is kind of all these art forms from rap music to maybe even skateboarding now. I mean, whatever these new MMA, these are all very new forms of entertainment.
Yeah.
And they do have a canon or some sort of reference to a history of greats. Boxing definitely does. And there's very little, even every sport has an argument, but we know the bigger power players are definitely known. In all sports, all arts.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think as time's moving on and we got this Dr. Phil, you're telling me Dr. Phil's still doing a podcast.
No, he's
still doing a show.
He's still doing a show, yeah. He does the same model, nothing's changed.
And then I'm saying there's the reason why I can't see is there's just so much other stuff that I would never have. It's not even getting in the algorithm for me.
Well, yeah.
Like I'm not getting a Dr. Phil commercial on my Facebook.
Yeah, I
page.
just feel like Dr. Phil. I mean, it's marketed for. I feel like
Dr. Phil used to have billboards.
No, yeah, well, but that's just when the world was different. I mean,
Yeah.
you used to have to watch TV.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have to, but if you wanted to be entertained,
Yeah.
like you wanted to get that new, you know, you had to turn. I remember thinking Netflix was. Remember when they did the mailing thing?
Yeah.
I remember thinking that was so stupid. Even before they did, I mean, before the streaming thing became available. But I remember when streaming was like.
I actually thought it was awesome because I thought I was a pretentious film buff.
With getting the films sent
Well,
to you?
because I would go to this movie house down here, this movie rental place.
Yeah.
And I'd rent all the new shit, right?
Yeah.
But on Netflix, I was getting nothing but like Criterion Collection oldies, and I was actually reading a book about the history of film.
Yeah.
And I could get those, and then I could actually go to ASU's library and get some good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll.
It's like the archive, right? This obsession with the archive.
Well,
and I thought Netflix opened up a huge window of search engine.
Yeah, they definitely. Did you know that my uncle is actually the co-founder of Netflix?
Really?
Yeah, my uncle's.
What's he doing now?
Ted Sarandos. He's the vice president of Netflix.
Is he gonna give you a job?
No, he's not. I don't think he's going to.
Is he nice? Is he nice to you?
I mean, he's nice to me. Like, he's a great. So like, for instance, a few years ago, we all went to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
And we like went all as family. He flew everybody out first class. We all went and stayed at the nicest Disneyland hotel rooms you could stay in. And then we had like a tour guide take us through all of Disneyland, and we cut every single line.
That's tight.
It was weird. Yeah. So, but
has he? I mean, Netflix. Is he part of the new order of Netflix? Is he still getting royalties?
He still has stock in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he's doing very, very well. I don't know what he is pulling. I know that he's been there for. He's a good uncle.
What was he doing before Netflix?
He worked. He started working at a video store. And
so he's like totally into movies.
Yeah, he's movie.
He was a geek.
Movie geek. That's it.
And he's probably poor as hell.
Yeah, my mother and them grew up very poor. And his mother.
Did your mom tell him he was worthless and he needs to get a fucking real job?
Oh hell no. He was like when he was like a geek. When I say he was a geek, he worked at the video store, but then he like gradually. I mean, like he did his own thing and like was never lazy.
So he didn't borrow money.
No. He got into like distributing.
So he's just
distribution.
industrious from day one.
Yeah, he just loved the movie, and specifically, I guess
How far back do you think we go with this whole movie? Like back when Quentin Tarantino was being all weird in the 80s? When he was working at a video shop and he was just a geek.
So I mean, I couldn't honestly, man. I'm terrible with years, right? I know that by the time I was born, I was born in 1989. So I don't know exactly how old he was then, but I'm pretty sure by that point he was already in, like, at least distributing, like, in that part of it, like how the movies were going to get to the movie stores, you know? I think he worked for Video Update. I don't know if you've ever remember that one. Yeah, that's an old school one. But yeah, he did some. I mean, then I remember at one point he lived in Vegas and he worked at some distributor, and then when he got in with the Netflix stuff, it was just like so quick that he was just rich, like, and he just got really lucky. But like the first thing he did was he bought George Carlin's house when George Carlin died.
In L.A., right? Or where
Yeah,
is it?
in Bright Beverly Hills. And we did Christmas. We flew out there for Christmas one year. And I mean, so yeah.
I mean,
I get to see him, and he's a good uncle. He's just like.
What do you think his net worth is? Like,
hundreds of millions.
So 100 million.
Yeah, he's like he's a 1%er, man.
So he doesn't want to build a dynasty with you?
So yeah, man, he's never been like anything. Like his kids are taken care of for sure. Like his son went to Chapman University, which is some school in Anaheim. It's like a film school.
Yeah.
Big elite film school, and then his daughter, didn't really do any schooling in that, but he got her hooked up doing like, she was like a production assistant, I believe, on Uncut Gems.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it ended up being a pretty cool project to be a part of, and fucking the Sandman. I mean.
The Sandman.
Yeah, she like knows Adam Sandler now, or that's another thing. So another perk, I've gotten to see comedy shows. I mean, he was like so the first thing he ever actually produced, Abe, was the Comedians of Comedy.
Oh yeah.
So that with Patton Oswalt and all those guys, that was the first movie he ever produced, and it was under Red Envelope Productions. And Red Envelope Productions ended up being, the whole Netflix brand basically.
Damn, man, that's a good relative.
Yeah, man, I'm not complaining at all. If he ever hears, one time I got drunk and was like, and texted him all drunk. Like,
yeah.
Dude, I'll do anything.
And what happened?
Whatever I can do.
Yeah, what happened?
He fucking ghosted me, or he like told my mom that I did it, and we never talked about it. I did it when I was like 19.
You mean you just say, give me a job?
I said it. I was like, dude, I'll bust my ass. Like, and I've always like been.
That's legit.
Yeah.
And he ghosted you?
He ghosted me.
See, like, I'm gonna tell you straight up. See, that's what. Hey, I'm part Armenian, and I hate all Armenians, man. They're all pieces of shit. They're all fucking worthless. I'm coming at you. I'm coming at the whole race. Because I think they're con artists. I think they're fucking con artists, and the reason why I'm telling you this is like I have a rich person in my family.
Yeah.
And they're part of they're part of the Armenian mafia type shit, and they buy up real estate, millions of dollars worth of real estate. Yeah.
I didn't know that you were part Armenian.
Yeah, my dad's.
I need to get out of here.
My dad's 100% Armenian. His last name's Abraham, but it's Abrahamian.
I'm out of here.
It's all right. I'm not. I'm gonna represent Armenian because. It's a good victimhood to get into the 21st century with.
Yeah.
Because I'm a genocide survivor.
Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't be here if my great grandfather didn't just ditch the home.
I didn't know this about you, and I like you so much more now.
Oh, that's cool, man.
I respect you so much more, and you're so much smarter than I thought you.
Back to your story.
I thought you were just some.
Back to your story. You asked this dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Give me a job, and what I'm trying to say is there's these people that know my family.
Yeah.
And they already put my aunt to work.
Okay.
And she just shuffles around, tries to find real estate for him, but she gets like some peanuts, just crumbs.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to say is, historically, if we even lived in the time of the feudal lords, you're guaranteed a fucking job, man. So then what we have now is this democracy, capitalism, and and he's blood to you. By law, he should have a job for you.
Yeah,
if he's that rich. The 1% should give you a job.
You know he's in Hollywood though, so I mean, after the blood oath and whatever else he had to do, I mean, I think I'm on the outs, man.
You need to listen to some music. And I'm gonna teach you about Charles Manson. I'm gonna teach you about Charles Manson, man. And
Manifestation, man.
You just go out there. You take his life. Your life as well.
Yeah, man. Manifestation. All of that, man.
No, I'm talking about sacrificial.
Like a Sharon Tate situation.
Yeah, sacrificial lamb of fucking the universe. Your Netflix uncle needs to get got.
Dude, he's so fucking famous now. He was on The Simpsons, dude.
How many
He was on The Simpsons, my uncle.
No shit.
Last 2 years ago. Fucking insane.
I feel like what I'm trying to do as an artist.
Yeah.
Is I want to bring these untouchables out.
Yeah.
Now I don't want them to press charges on me, but I want to pique their curiosity.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that with Carrie Lake right now.
Carrie Lake?
Carrie Lake, the newscaster.
Okay.
Well, the ex-newscaster.
Yeah.
Because she says she can't express herself. Like,
what is she from?
Where's she from?
You know, where, like, yeah, I don't know.
She's on Fox.
Oh, okay.
She has short hair. She's interviewed Donald Trump.
Okay, I think I know the broad you're talking about.
Did you ever see that meme I did where she's like,
Yes.
she's like, you smoke weed?
Yes.
And he's like, I grab pussy. That'd be such a cool billboard. Like, just to get people off weed and start grabbing pussy again. Can you imagine it'd be a better world? Like, people would like, because this is what's great about grabbing pussy. If you do it and she doesn't like it, you get to know her that much more by like a good hand slap right to your face.
So today, Abe, I got like super emotional on Facebook. Like I just got caught in a moment, and honestly, yeah, I'll tell you. When I started this new job, I guess I screwed up filling out my tax paperwork because I didn't pay any taxes all year. So I actually am doing my taxes. I didn't get any stimulus checks
This year.
like all year at all.
This year. Real quick, you need to file your tax in order to get that new stimulus, right?
Yeah, so that's what I was doing. I was like, damn, dude, so I'll be able to get like $3,200 at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, the rest of the year is going to be pretty tight for me. And like the end of last year and it's still been like a pretty just slow year with my job. I work in a sales job, but I could tell you all fucking about my depression and stuff later. No, I'm just joking. But no,
But yeah, you were emotional about your taxes.
I was emotional about my taxes. Okay. And then
That's the only way to
no,
be
so
about
I find out all said and done, I owe the government $700.
Okay.
And I'm like,
that sucks.
Fuck.
But at least
it sucks. It really does suck because like I feel like, I didn't realize the tax. I guess I should. Yeah, that's another thing. And then I start like second guessing myself as an adult. I'm like, dude, you don't know how to fill out a tax form. And then I was like, my sister was trying to help me out with something. She's like, log into your email. I was like, dude, I don't even know my fucking email. I haven't logged into it. I don't use like a personal email for anything really. It's just on my phone. And I needed to open up the computer. So either way,
You know what's funny? Every time I hear someone talk about taxes, because I'm scared shitless of taxes or the IRS.
Of course.
I always think I always thought there's people in my family that were being auditors.
God, dude.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
they slap me like, you owe $20,000.
Yeah, I mean.
But then I talked to my friends about it, and they're like, you know what's funny? You're not making shit. They don't. If anything, if they ever do come to your place, the most you're ever gonna owe is probably $10,000.
Yeah, just a fine.
And you could deal with that.
No, yeah.
So
and that's,
quit thinking like it's a Grim Reaper coming to your fucking.
But really, like, I fucking hate taxes. So that's another thing is that I'm gonna get a return from the year before because I did not file taxes the year before because I do it at 2 years at a time because I hate taxes that much. I just hate doing it at all. I just hate even talking about it.
And but you have some sort of fear, or something's telling you you need to do this.
Well, no, it's like if you don't do them every 2 years, then you could get in trouble. I think,
I know people that haven't paid taxes for 10 years.
I don't. I feel like
they go like this. They take a big hit and they go. Taxes, dude.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't know.
I haven't
man.
paid mine in 10 years.
It was something that I think my mother. This is the truth about, like, I'll tell you one thing about this, and then I got to tell you about.
Yeah.
I got banned on Facebook basically, but yeah, my mother, she got caught not paying taxes, and she owed the government $250,000.
Oh well, okay.
So my mother, so that's why I do it.
How much money was she making?
Dude, my mother barely. So my mother fucking had a stroke 2 years ago. She paid the IRS off 6 months before she had a stroke. I'm telling you, like her entire, and she used to make. So she made good money. Like that was the thing, was we lived like really decent until she got caught up by the IRS, and then I never went without a thing. Like I always had enough, but she paid big chunks.
So she must have not been paying her taxes for.
And dude, let me just tell you, like, I mean, my uncle, dude, think about this. My uncle was like the whole time, like, watching his sister fucking pay little chunks of her life to the IRS. Just fucking one fucking flick of wrist, Just help your fucking family, Yeah. You don't have to give us jobs.
And you didn't.
You don't got to give us jobs, but.
I find it respectable to give jobs rather than money, but.
Maybe if you said you're gonna earn it, I'll help you earn it. But she didn't need help earning it at that. But she'd have to make. It's just like you got caught up by the IRS. Like you fucking like the only way they're gonna take money until it's paid off or you're gone.
So, I mean, this is something. Yeah, this is something that's been bothering me for a long time. Is he didn't give you money. All right, so I'm gonna try to be a different person here instead of asking you to be Charles Manson and kill him.
Yeah.
What is his anxiety about? Like,
mine?
No, you're your rich uncle. It's like, how hard is like I want to be like his mother and be like, how hard is it to give your nephew a job? Like, how hard is it to get? How come it has to be his mother to tell him that?
Yeah.
If his mother was so alive.
It's just the way, and that's the thing though, is it's the way me and you would be. Yeah. Because we both don't. I mean, we have our respected,
So he must know about some sort of alien spaceship or apocalypse happening. Or he must have seen the devil's face.
I don't think he wants there to be. I think he just keeps it pretty straightforward. And that's another thing.
He doesn't want you to
bring him back in good light, right? To bring him back in good light. After my mother had a stroke, now she lives a completely carefree life. She has the best care possible. He takes care of everything.
Oh, he does.
So.
Oh, okay.
He really steps up when he absolutely needs to. But that's another thing. I've gotten drunk with my sister and been like, he just let his sister fucking stroke herself out, like work herself to death, almost. Before he was like, okay, you're good. I'll take care of everything now. Like maybe fucking you help your sister out. Get her fucking, let her, get it to where she doesn't have a stroke.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. What is his nervousness to be caught up in this other thing that we obviously there's something we're not seeing.
And we just don't understand.
I mean, I would like to see.
No, that's the thing is that I'm sure he could explain it to me. That's the thing is he has a better relationship. I mean, a talking relationship with my sister who, sees it differently because she actually has, just a lot more property. I think it just comes with a level of like how much money you're able to like hang on to. Because making money is one thing. Everyone's made chunks of money or had some chunks of money, but like how much money can you hang on to? How comfortable can you be? And once you just don't think, like, you make money while you're asleep, Once you're at that level of life where you're doing that, you just no longer can be, you're just not compatible with regular people anymore. And you also just, you set these boundaries. And that's the way I looked at it, is you set these boundaries that said, basically, if you fucking absolutely need me, I'll be there for you. But I'm not going to hand you anything. I'm not going to give you any free handouts. But if I know that if, like, what's a crazy, let's just say I had some kind of crazy health thing happen. Like, I don't have fucking insurance. Like, probably be the same thing. But you know, if you just like, I'm not asking.
I
him for
wonder what that
anything, though.
money.
Yeah, man.
You know, this is what I'm trying. I think this was interesting about this because I can't possibly be there. But this money he's making
Yeah.
is just coming in an envelope, or you know, it's just
No, this
direct
is all.
deposit.
This is like the market at this point, dude.
Yeah,
He's
but
like,
this is just some number on a screen, and then he has a card, a credit card, generally, and this is
Yeah.
how he does all his exchanges.
yeah. So I mean,
I
like
mean, he has
something-
or he has an assistant. Who's
I mean-
cutting the checks?
he is. I mean, it's a publicly owned company that he has many shares in as his.
And
position.
what I'm trying to get is these shares are accumulating on his own private screen that is linked to his body and his physical person. And with that money, he pays for gas, electric, even if he is. Or what does he do with his time? Does he play golf?
No. So he's actually. I mean, like a lot of really powerful people in like entertainment. He's. I mean, so his wife was. His wife, or my aunt, excuse me, was the ambassador of the Bahamas for the Obama administration. So she's like a philanthropist. I haven't said that word for a couple years or so.
I want to strike emptiness into their souls.
I don't think there's anything. People that are that rich. I mean, think about it, man. He's probably.
I want them to know about godlessness.
So check out this, dude. One time, this is how sticky. So this is one. I talk all this shit. Like it sounds like I'm talking shit, I guess, but
Are you a Buddhist?
no, I don't believe in any. I think that just trying to be happy, whatever you got to do to be happy, is what you got to do. I found out actually lately. Well, I quit smoking cigarettes about a month ago now. I started I think exercising is like the only thing that you can do that is not drugs that can make you happy. I mean, exercising
it's a good way to get out of drugs, yeah.
I just think exercising is just awesome. I mean, just walking in general, I think is just a great feeling. I think I'm just on a kind of a high from doing it, just recently.
But it's just it keeps you alive.
Yeah, I know it's
But
just a great way to.
creatively, does it stimulate creativity?
I feel like I kind of always have like I don't what. Yeah, I kind of have like a manic kind of brain. So I feel like I'm always kind of thinking too much. Or I guess people would call it being creative. I think that's another thing. I think I've heard you talk about it before. It's just like people that like fancy themselves creatives or anything of that in that realm. It's like there's some type of like you got some fucking shit going on. You got stuff going on.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a little bit of stuff going on, and if you think, the most psychotic people are people that think they're fucking good.
But that's why they need to run into somebody like Tim Dillon or somebody that's just like
just kind of kills their
can
soul
actually
a
be
bit,
so
yeah.
aware of it.
Yeah.
And the thing is that even then there is still evaluation of someone being honest and good. There's there has to be some sort. There's an exposure or something's being exposed that's real. It's not truthful, but it's real. It's like somehow there's like a new crazy awareness of the game that they were playing on themselves and everybody else.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they finally are a spontaneous improvisational creature.
Yeah, no, it's
I mean, I just keep thinking about this richness, this wealth.
dude.
And then when you get there, you have to see the devil's eyes, and you're like, oh shit, okay, so I'm just supposed to be a bureaucratic, obedient person, in which I shouldn't use my money to start funding a militia of my own.
Yeah.
In which I give them their
Like
own.
start feeding into the machine. Yeah.
Generally, if you were supposed to use your wealth, historically, you're supposed to start buying soldiers.
Yeah.
You're really supposed to get soldiers.
You get your own little.
I mean, if you have that much wealth. I mean, first
exactly.
you get workers, and all of a sudden, the government or somebody's supposed to come to your workers and say, hey, I want some of your tax money. But somehow, you don't feel like you're being robbed, so you never get soldiers. But if you felt like you were really being fucking robbed, you would need to get soldiers.
Yeah. No. So I mean,
So I wonder how all these negotiations. I just don't believe in any of these high power negotiations.
yeah. Once you start making a certain amount of money, I mean, that's the one thing that I was gonna tell you here. I'll tell you one more cool thing that happened. So I am like a lot of people, a huge Jerry Seinfeld fan. Like not, I mean, it's a pretty easy. I mean, as far as like, he's definitely the best thing for me as far as any type of like '90s like sitcom, '90s comic.
The show
I really like Seinfeld. Oh, Jerry Seinfeld himself though. I think he's fucking hysterical.
as a person.
Oh, I think he's just very funny. Yeah, him and Larry David, and I dig that brand of humor. It's like comforting for me. It was like I used to watch.
I don't think Jerry Seinfeld is funny. I don't think he could ever be funny.
Okay.
I don't think he has a chance in hell of even being a normal person. I honestly think if I was born Jerry Seinfeld, I would commit suicide immediately. For the sake of ever going and looking in the reflection in the mirror of Jerry Seinfeld's face.
I don't know, man. So that's
that face.
Well, then you're not gonna think this is cool.
Now Larry David, on the other hand,
Larry David's way different. Yeah.
I would never say such words.
Larry, I guess yeah.
It's like I would never draw a comic of Muhammad or Allah. I would never draw Allah in a comic, in the sense of Jerry Seinfeld. I mean, Larry David.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do anything sacrilegious to him.
Jerry Seinfeld. So I got to meet him. I mean, you're not gonna think it's cool.
You met Jerry Seinfeld?
And not only did I meet him, he introduced himself, but he said my last name first. He goes, Zimmerman. I was like, yeah.
I love it. I just talked all this shit about you met Bean.
I met him. Dude.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I met him, man.
Jesus, man, you got like fucking. You're like you got all sorts of fucking cred.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was huge. I mean, that doesn't get much bigger for me. I went with my cousin too. My cousin. So I have another. So, dude, fuck, man. Yeah, I have another uncle who's rich too. He's like the CFO of. He's not my blood though. He's divorced from our family, but he's the CFO of Northwestern. But his son comes with me to this comedy show to meet Jerry Seinfeld. He's already done a bunch of really nice stuff.
So you got Jerry autograph?
No, I didn't ask for an autograph. Didn't do the picture. I played it cool, man. I figured if Jerry Seinfeld, I was like, I'll get a chance to do that next time I see him. You know, that's what I told myself. I was like, next time, you know.
Hey Jerry, sign this awesome poster with Elaine and Michael Kramer.
No, sign this.
Can you write racist in parentheses above? Kramer?
Yeah, sign this Jerry. Have you ever heard of the Seinfeld porn?
No.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch that. That's really good.
There's a porn where it's
oh my god, dude.
They're like actors.
Yeah, so my buddy Bob one time he throws it on. He throws it on. We're hanging out with some girls.
Because you know what's crazy about that? You ever notice I was trying to explain to my kids? We watched probably 10 episodes in a row of Seinfeld, and I kept saying, you know, so Elaine, she doesn't show skin.
Oh yeah,
she's like a damn Muslim. She wears like long sleeve, long dresses, and no, all the way to the neck. Like everything's.
I don't. Yeah,
she's like fucking Amish, bro.
I feel like there's got to be episodes where she dresses down a bit, because that could be just. Well,
I'm telling you, my perversion towards her is behind fabric. It's always trying to go. What is that shape? Yeah. What is that shape behind all that stuff? There's a perversion. There's a sexiness of knowing that there's not just some block behind that thing. You know, especially with women that always wear clothes like Kamala Harris. Like you go, you know, there's some sort of shape behind all that.
Yeah.
Because how else did she get that high up in the office?
Well,
you know, she said, like everybody I know said, like she's a cop, but she gave a lot of good blowjobs. I mean, that's what I've heard. I've heard that from a number of people. I think it's sexist and mean.
Yeah, no, that's a terrible thing to say. I don't know whoever said that.
But I started looking at her, and because they said that.
You're like, well, that's kind of hot.
I started thinking, like, could that turn me on too? Because like, what if I was rich?
Yeah.
She needed me. She saw my power.
No, I think she's super pretty. I mean, she's pretty. I don't like her phony laugh. I mean, I'm not. Well, I guess, but that's the thing, dude. You know.
She's just so uptight. She's so nervous. That can you imagine if you take that suit off and just give her a back rub?
But I don't know.
She would just loosen up. All that tension that's in her jawline.
Yeah, no.
She could just be like, eyes roll back in her head instead of always just squinting. You know, she's always squinting.
Yeah.
Can you imagine her giving it like good orgasm face where her face just like in like if you were in a fucking jet zooming through space. You know, like you're just pulled back because you're just fucking that crazy of an orgasm.
Yeah.
Her face is so tense. Is what I'm trying.
Yeah,
to say.
no, I feel
And
like
I think she could be eroticized into like just a loose.
you know what my favorite thing was? Did you see it in the debates when Tulsi Gabbard was like calling her out?
Tulsi Gabbard's a hottie too.
Tulsi Gabbard's super pretty.
But I think she would just be what I see. I don't see anything.
Well, you can see. I mean, she's like a. She's got
I can
some,
see.
like,
I guarantee.
I was a creep about her. I looked her up. She got like surfing pictures.
Yeah, she got
She's
surfing
so
pictures.
pretty.
But I see I see her face. And I guarantee you, when she has sex, her face stays that way. Just kind of happy and just regular. She's just regular. Where Kamala Harris is
You
so
could really
tense.
have a huge impact on her. Yeah.
Kamala Harris, when she orgasms, it's like she died and came back to life. Like she completely just fucking let go of every title she's ever had, every memory.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's swag.
Pure ecstasy.
That is swag.
In the white, VP ecstasy, I call it. Vice presidential.
Kamala's got swag. What's it called? Yeah, so I was telling you, dude. So, anyways,
She hides her swag.
I was like I was frustrated about the taxes.
Okay, yeah.
And I fucking saw some girl. She posted. She's everyone's talking about getting their next stimulus check. I haven't cashed my last 2 paychecks.
You.
That's what she said. She posted that.
I haven't cashed my last. Yeah.
I haven't even cashed my last 2 paychecks. And honestly, yeah, I mean, it happens. I guess I don't know what is it about Facebook that's where I like to lose my fucking temper on, like, especially, yeah, it always ends up with me just feeling really stupid, you know? Like, yeah, but yeah, I love
Facebook.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah,
because it just seems like such a clean toilet seat. Yeah. And all I know is I'm shitting down in between the clean toilet. I can put my poop there. Like, that's what's so beautiful about Facebook. It's so clean.
Yeah.
In a way, like everybody's so predictably predictable.
Yeah.
You just want to shit you just want to shit there. Or Instagram, I don't care. Like, there's just so much just shit.
Yeah,
that you're just shitting and shit.
Yeah, there's already
But somehow
shit.
Facebook still has this like old person boomer order to it. You know, there's boomers all over that thing.
Yeah, no, that's like.
And it's so beautiful. It's doing like a fucking millennial shit right in the middle of it, dude. Like is that true? What does that mean? What does that mean? You know, like as if boomers forgot how you can like put a swastika inside of a rainbow.
Yeah.
Or a rainbow inside of a swastika. You're like, that doesn't go. That doesn't fit.
No, see, you know what is the best place to look for just entertainment is if, like, whenever you see a posting from the news. That's where, you know, the comment sections are going to be hysterical. Like, you'll get people just... So, dude, there is a kid that, right down the street from my house, a 16-year-old kid got murdered at the liquor store. And it was, like, a big... I mean, I heard it on, like, my neighbor app, whatever. And then I saw the posting about it on Facebook. I actually befriended this guy that I met that like did some work on my house, and he like reposted it because it happened right by his house. And I read the fucking comments and it's just like, what are 16-year-old kids doing at night? What are you doing out at night? Go home, like this kid's trouble. And then just obviously people like, dude, like this isn't the time, you know, to like, to be doing that, to be kicking the kid's grave, you know, kicking his cold body still. And that's
But
like,
it's on Facebook though.
Yeah, that's the thing. And
What is it? What are we? But they put it as a memorial post or something.
It was just a news story about it. Like there's no suspects. Like blah blah blah. And I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you know the guy that fucking.
Well, this is the thing. I would say that, and see if this makes sense. Is that asshole statement is based in a world that needs logic to things.
Yeah.
Which is what we're all kind of obeying. We don't like random shit, man. Like, you remember when they used to do all the? I mean, back in the day, they used to talk about people making drive-bys, just shooting up houses.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
And then a kid watching the news was like, they could shoot at my house. There could be bullets coming through my window. But the truth is the bullets that went through that house was another gang. Rationally, that's how we'd make logic out of it. It wasn't just them just shooting at things.
It just becomes one of those things.
Like
okay,
coronavirus.
So
like coronavirus. Yeah, okay.
I get exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
What you're saying is like, and that's what being politically like incorrect is sometimes. Is saying the thing that is the truth without there being anything other than just the truth, right? And that's where that's what the guy's logic is. The guy that's on Facebook talking about this dead 16-year-old kid he's right. Guess what? 16-year-old kids shouldn't be out at 1 a.m. or midnight over at the liquor store.
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't be. But guess what? Have some class. That's what it is.
Right.
That's what, and that's all I was trying to say to this girl. I get into this Facebook fight today.
Okay.
I fucking like have some. Fuck, man.
What was it?
It's just like, dude, you're doing really well. That's awesome. You're doing really good. That's awesome. A lot of people aren't.
Okay.
That's it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm in. At the end of the day, like, people should just be able to do whatever they want. So,
I mean, I'm totally for positivity.
Yeah.
I mean, in a way,
that's my thing. Is
I don't like to promote it though.
I think she was being negative. I think she was like, "You guys are waiting for your stimulus. I haven't even touched my paychecks." Like, dude, I'm not.
What did that mean? Like, she's wealthy?
She's doing fine. Yeah, she got a few fucking $1,000.
I mean, I would like to, I mean, I'm thinking about posting that. You know, like I want to do a video where like, hey, Biden. I don't need you, bro.
Yeah, keep your fucking money.
I'm doing fine, bro. Yeah, I'm not paying you a dime.
This is earlier in the afternoon. This is before I was doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna hit her back up after my.
Hey, that annoys you, huh?
Dude, it really got to me. And you know what? It more or less is. It's the fact that I owe the government money. Mixed with the fact, I mean, dude, I got it. You know, just like anybody else, I got other shit going on too. And I just let myself lose my temper like a little bitch. Honestly.
I thought but I always feel you got such a good. I feel like you have a satirical.
I was being funny a little bit, and then I got I got just ugly really quick. I was just like, "You're a cringy ass cunt. I hope you like."
And you regret it? Are you regretting it? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I don't regret it. I shouldn't have said it. There was no need for it.
I mean, it took a lot of energy, and it made you stressed.
I
know what it's like.
I was relieved when I got banned too from Facebook. I was like, yeah, I figured. Like.
Oh, because you started doing cunt, fucking bitch.
Yeah, no, just one last one. I was just like, honestly, I was joking with you at first, but you're acting like a fucking cunt. I was like, you wouldn't understand, you know.
Oh, man, I'm kind of disappointed.
I know, I was disappointed in myself a little bit, yeah.
Because you would say something like, you should be able to say something where you can get a conversation.
No, she said something. No, she said one comment to me.
Hey, just to let you know, I owe the government $7,000, and I know it's all my fault.
And I'm fucking triggered.
And why don't you just tell her like you're so poor? Why don't you just open up and just tell her everything?
I made the joke. Yeah, no, she goes, why don't you she's like, maybe get a better job or something like that. And I was like, I make plenty of money. I'm more or less talking about like everybody else. I guess she just got to me because I am a broke bitch. And it's not because it's not for any reason other than fucking my life is just expensive, and you know, you need to make a decent amount of money to live comfortably, you know. You need to do okay, you know. And you know, I've had better days on Facebook, that's for sure.
I never get.
Have you ever been banned?
No. Well, no. No, I never been banned.
Yeah, I got banned. I've been banned a bunch of times.
I had a woman tell me she's gonna turn me to the cops for pedophilia.
What?
Because I had a painting of my kid, and then I had a painting of like a naked woman, and then I had a painting of my kid again, crying, or I don't know how she interpreted it, but She private messaged me and she says I'm a sick perv, and you're gonna hear from the cops.
What the fuck?
And I was like, and it was serious. Today, if someone posted that, I would repost it and say like, check this out. This is so fucking cool. The cops are coming for me.
When did that happen?
For pedophilia. No, this happened like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, dude, that would be.
I remember calling my friends. I was like, dude, I'm not getting caught in the mob again. I swear to God, I've always had a fear. I've read about Jesus Christ. I know what happens to him. They get him on a cross. I feel it coming. Yeah, that was just me being a narcissist.
Yeah. No, I mean,
overly paranoid. And
yeah,
they said,
oh,
fuck those people.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna do shit. And they never did.
Of course not.
But these symbols and these images and these statements, these captioned images, because all the posts on Facebook are captions to an image of the person that posted it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So they're not just statements. They're hooked to a photo of the person's profile, and you do a quick. This has probably been stated a million times on the internet when people are trying to figure out what's going on in Facebook. But like, you go through the photos and you do a quick, or you know the person. Somebody you don't know the person. Somebody just do a quick profile scam, and you go, oh, all right, fucking hick, or fucking person's hood as fuck. Just tell them by a couple of those photos of hood.
Yeah,
hood.
The guy that stayed, the guy that made that comment, he had the selfies of like really close to his face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the old white guy just barely knows how to use his phone enough to put like a picture on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that's classic.
But see, this is what I'm so obsessed with. This Dr. Phil that we're watching.
Yeah.
Is that when I kept trying to talk about her and what guy she had sex with, what I'm trying to get at is how is this character constructed?
Yeah.
Because it's so interesting. Just like how is this profile? Like how do they naturally do do they know they're being hood? Is that so natural to them to like? Do they not know? Like there's a certain thing called light. Is this me? Is this some lame shit? Is there a universal thing that makes a photo better and you see it? Or if it does look too good, then you're a fucking chump.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like comes with also just having really. They probably I mean, they don't have nice phones. You know what I mean? They're not. This guy in particular is the guy we're talking about, right? Like the old white guy who posts terrible things about dead kids.
Yeah.
Or who posts the hard facts.
Yeah.
The hard facts about the kid. You shouldn't have been outside. You got to stay home.
Yeah.
Those guys are, they don't know how to use their fucking phone. That's it. That's why they take the same. That's why all those old stupid fucking Arizona fucking hillbillies that have to tell you, spit facts on the fucking Fox 10 News report about the 16-year-old kids. They just don't know how to use their phone, so their Facebook picture is just their face, and then they're like, oh man, I cannot wait to get on these forums, these threads, so I can just feed people the truth. Like, imagine thinking, like, I've never really
I think they're just too new to the internet.
I honestly feel like
What, do you think they might just be too new to the internet? I mean, it could take 8 years to be adapted. I mean, we're way newer to this thing than they were.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that leads to, okay, so and then there'll be a QAnoner shortly after that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
the
first time I ever jumped on the internet, I heard about these chat rooms, and the first thing I want to do is say things I could never say to them in person. I'll fuck your mom in the ass.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then they're like, "What? You talking to me?" Yeah, I'm talking to you, you fucking punk bitch.
I've been on
and
4chan, dude. Yeah. 4chan used to be so. There was a page on there. It's 4chan. My fucked up friend Will, he's dead now. He actually, we got into a fight one time. He split my head open. He tackled me into a truck. But he used to go on 4chan. He showed me at 4chan.com/B.
and this was the armpit, dude. Like the worst shit I've ever seen.
How bad was it again?
I mean, you fucking scroll through, dude. There was like
How many times can you say "fuck you"? And
there was you know,
Anal rape.
every letter that you know you could think of, all the bad words that go with all of them. And then there's fucking weird, like there would be like an image of child porn that would like show like disappear and Jesus would come up. There, you know, quick image of child porn, Jesus, quick image, like terrible things that. Yeah,
so,
I mean,
the
worst,
darkest of the dark is,
Yeah, the worst,
is some sort of pornography.
Yeah, I mean that's people that spent time there. I mean, think about developing.
And they look real. They look real.
What?
These videos.
Images?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's like these are things that I'm breezing past. Like
so have you seen Videodrome with the Cronenberg Videodrome?
Oh fuck yeah.
So when you're hit with these abrupt like terror images, and you say this isn't Photoshop, this is in location of some sort.
Yeah.
I mean, when you see a guy jump off a 10-story building and then they show the body at the bottom still moving. Have you seen that one?
No.
A guy like in Japan or something.
But I've seen so much shit like that though. That's what I'm talking about though.
You're like, oh,
yeah.
that was real. That's
no, yeah. We're
disgusting.
this is like basically like pre-hearing about the dark web.
Yeah.
I'm
just wondering what are the limits of the horror? Like Maggot Mouth Man, he has maggots just eating away at his gums because he was just sitting in a trash can for
really
years.
just a lot. I think I would say just like really fucked up images of dead stuff and child porn, and then also just crazy point of views. You know, like if you really start spending time reading that stuff, it's really. I mean, I definitely attribute that to at least part of some depression I've had, just knowing that people suck this much. And that's kind of how I feel. Honestly, I feel the same way when I get on Twitter. I feel like Twitter. That's what is insane. Except, I mean, there's obviously no child porn and stuff. Thankfully, you know, you don't have to get that on Twitter. It's about the only obscene thing you don't get though, because it really is just it's an armpit of ideas. And people suck. People suck. They're terrible.
I just wonder.
People suck and they're terrible to each other. You know.
Yeah. It could be the consuming nature of the hate, rather than the creative nature of the irritation, and you know you're trying to get attention.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to take it to the next level for whose sake? Power, creativity. What can I get away with?
Yeah, whatever serves you.
Generally, I love what I can get away with. I like getting away with things secretly. I like getting away, like whether it's graffiti or a lie. There's a thrill in it. Obviously, it's like, but then at the same time, what I also get off on is like, that lie was true. I said it like it was a lie, but it was true. Do you get where I'm going here? This is like the Andy Kaufman schizoid thing.
Yeah.
Did you see that new Alex Jones with the Flagrant guys?
No. Are you talking when he's got his like shirt off and shit? Or is that
No, I don't think he took his shirt off.
I don't know.
Well, this is so these guys are like kind of left winger comedian guys.
Yeah.
You know, they're whatever. Tim Dillon would drink them under the table, dude. I mean, they can't step to him.
To Alex Jones.
To Tim Dillon.
Tim Dillon. I mean, he's
so these guys are kind of like they kind of act like they're edgy and shit like that.
Yeah.
But this is what the joke was. This is what was so neat, is that Alex Jones is on there and he's telling you like, hey, everything here is fake. Like this machete is dull, and it won't even chop the tape. This gun, it was a plastic gun. This gun isn't real. And this Jameson. Yeah, this isn't even real either. It's not real. And he starts drinking it. And it only gets that much. He's like, yeah, this stuff's not real. And Sandy Hook's real.
This is what Alex Jones is saying?
Yeah, this is Alex Jones on the show. So he's saying everything's not real, but there is things in the set that are real. And definitely that Jameson bottle was real.
Yeah.
But everything else, so back to this whole idea of even a lie isn't really like, sometimes your true things are true and your lie things are lies, you know. But what I'm trying to say, when you tell a lie and you try to get into these characters,
yeah,
which what people do all the time. Definitely a guy who goes and asks a girl out, he has to lie to himself and think he's worth something, but he's actually worthless.
Yeah.
We're all worthless.
Oh, for sure.
So every ego is
finding that
building
value.
lies, building small little lies of steps into a actual action.
Yeah.
And when you think about it so much, you're thinking like, fuck, dude, is this how it works? I just go ahead and just say that in my brain, and then with the right belief, but then you're like, no, that thing was true though. You really did get in a car accident, dude, and you almost did lose your life, but you're trying to tell a different story.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm just trying to go on these things that like this play that you can get theatrically, because really what you really want to do is try to build the story into the next frame.
Yeah.
So it's entertaining and things can keep moving.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you see, so like as an artist, you'll watch shows like this Dr. Phil, and she's lying to herself the whole time, but you're like, man, I want to figure out how I can make that entertaining. I want to take that art form.
Tell me again, what is it you say to yourself that gives you the right to take somebody else's car?
I don't say anything to myself. I just say, all right, there's a car. There's some keys right in front of me. I know where the car at.
You know where the car at.
You know that shit remind me of? That reminded me of like a Jackass episode.
Did you go to the 5th grade?
Yeah. What was that guy? The guy who's going through hard times right now.
No, I'm asking, how far did you go?
No, just the idea of stealing the parents' car. Yeah, she's like, he's like, stole my parents' car.
Well,
No,
I
think
stopped
about,
at
like, she's
7th if you want to
13,
get
that's so
technical.
hilarious.
You stopped at the
If
7th
you were like
grade.
22 and you stole your parents' car, that's just you fucking needing a car. Like you just kind of needed the car, and your parents are like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but to your point, when you're 22, she's like, you know,
She's
it's, probably
13.
it's probably
It's so
already
cool.
in the know that she's going to get dicked down. She's
Yeah,
like, I need the
yeah.
car, mom. Like,
Yeah. But if you're 22 and a girl who's stealing your mom's car, you're really like, you should. Pretty much what she needs is a job. She needs her mom to stop giving her fucking food at the table.
Yeah, and then that's an insane. Another part of this, man, is that this she kind of created a whole. I think that this made a whole group of influencers. Because I mean, there's I don't know how much.
Just about being thug and swag,
Swag, dude. Swag. I think. Well, I just think young kids just being who they are, and I think really what she became as a rapper. And I mean, got millions of plays. I know she's gotten songs that have
because she's out there on Venice Beach, right? She talks shit to some girl.
Yes, dude. Yeah, dude. So there's another girl named Vicky. Actually, yeah. So. Really, I mean, you get the gist of her. Yeah. So let me get you the moral of this. She says, someone's talking about. She's starts talking about fighting, and she goes, "Catch me outside. How about that?"
That was the.
This is her fame. This is the climax of the video. She goes, "Catch me outside. How about that?"
Does that mean she want to fight outside?
That means she wants to fight outside.
Dr. Phil?
I don't think she was talking to Dr. Phil, but she does talk. I mean, you can see her. She's just like every shitty little kid that's been on the show, she laughs at Dr. Phil. She's thinking Dr. Phil's a joke. But then she really so she comes back, and that's the whole conspiracy thing. She comes back. They think it's because the rerun got big, they think that they brought her back. She looks young enough. So you see how she looks here?
So you did go through the 5th grade.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did I stop recording it?
No, it's just back arrow if you want. I think that'll get it to the one below it.
Oh yeah. I just making sure I didn't press the.
Oh no, yeah. As long as those things are moving on the side, it's gonna record.
Okay, cool.
Catch me outside. How about that? Linguistically, you're like, catch me out, catch me outside. How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
It's it's Ebonic.
I mean,
It's Ebonic. I mean, I don't believe in the terminology, but that's what they call it. That's what the linguists call it. Come me outside. How about that?
6ix9ine's girlfriend confronts Dr. Phil.
Oh, this is a new episode.
1 year ago. That's pretty freaking crazy. I don't know.
So she's like a Cardi B. She's Cardi B.
Basically, okay, there she. Okay, look at this. So
She's a long line of these.
look at how she looks now. So this is supposed to be the second interview.
Some
And
viewers
that's
may
why-
find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Really?
That's why I think that it might be true that conspiracy. I feel like she looks so much older in this video.
Yeah, she looks. She looks
Considerably older.
possibly
You were
18 years
nothing
old.
before I came on the show.
They say when the conspiracy
What's
is
good,
that
everybody?
she was,
It's
like,
Death
over
Choice, and
20
you're watching
when the
Choice
second one
TV.
was-
Before
So you're telling me the young girl? I mean, this is the thing.
It's
Their
pretty
parents
crazy.
can sign these waivers. They've been doing it in Hollywood from day one.
Yeah.
Your parents just say, hey, you can go over to Michael Jackson's house, and I don't need to be around.
Yeah.
You're like, but you can't do that because Michael Jackson is in a daycare facility.
Yeah, dude. Did you
He's a
watch
young
that?
man.
Did you watch the Michael Jackson stuff?
Yeah, it's a traditional. It's like the Woody Allen ones. Even they're taking. I love how they're taking these formats.
Yeah.
It's like it reminds me of Unsolved Mysteries. They saturate it with that bass tone, and they do slow-mo cuts, and they do those great interviews where it's kind of like oddly lit, and it's like in a claustrophobic room.
Yeah.
And they're like, and then he touched me.
And then the same clip though of the dance, like them like together, like the one clip that there is like of them together.
Yeah.
Like them dancing.
And then
together.
you kind
Michael
of
Jackson
they'll
walked
do
by-
close-ups and slow-mos, just like Ken Burns is like. It's like the Ken Burns of sex, just sex. If I'm talking about the R. Kelly documentary to the Jeffrey Epstein documentary to the Woody Allen documentary, there's like a format
Yeah.
that creates that detective mood. I think the Woody Allen one's a little different because they're re-showing these movies that you like so much, and you're kind of like, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I knew it the whole fucking time. Like, it's just sad that I just like kept watching the fucking movies.
Yeah.
But then you're like, well, what's the liberal stance? What's the liberal stance?
Do you
What's
like
the
Woody
real
Allen's
liberal
movies?
stance? Then watch his fucking movies.
Do you like Woody Allen's movies?
I did, yeah, I do.
I've never watched them.
Have you seen Match Point?
No, I've never seen any of his stuff.
I used to go around and even recently before they were digging the shit up more and more. But I remember saying he's like a Shakespeare. He's
Yeah.
like fucking Shakespeare, dude.
So,
I mean, the way he can
in Larry David's
tingle these. Well, Larry David has an ability, but they're not the same guy.
Oh no, I'm just saying like they're just
He did
both,
do
they're
it.
just
Do
both
you know
Jewish.
he did do a movie? Do you know he did do a movie?
Who?
Larry David.
Really?
Woody Allen wrote it. It's called Whatever Works.
Oh, I
It has to
haven't
do
seen
with
that.
a old man that gets with like an 18-year-old girl.
Really?
Yeah,
That's hysterical.
it's a real good movie.
I'll check it out.
Because fucking Larry David's in it,
Larry David's great, man.
and it's Larry David with Woody Allen dialogue.
Yeah.
And you know it's so beautiful, dude. If you smoking like you don't need to do anything, but if you get in that weed head space, and you just start getting really analytical, you're like, oh my god, dude, I hear two voices. Woody Allen, dialogue written.
Do you get high a lot?
No, I just started doing this.
Really?
Yeah, I started doing it about 2 months ago.
Really? Yeah. I
Just
mean,
getting stoned.
dude, I went through a spurt. So when I was like I was really into coke. I went through a spurt where I was just like pretty bad with coke, actually.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
At some point, but I mean,
Yeah, you just do coke for like 2 years straight, and then your
it's just so-
body does something stupid, or your mind.
it's fucking boring.
What
Oh, yeah,
happened? What happened?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
wasn't working, or did your brain start?
Oh, well, why
Just
did I
getting
stop doing coke?
Yeah.
I broke my arm last year. I told you about that before, but I broke my arm when I was all fucked up. And then I had to be sober for a while. And then now, I mean, like, so I did like coke on New Year's, but I used to have to keep it on me. Like, I had that shit in my pocket.
Yeah, I did. I would
but,
too.
But weed stopped working for me. Weed started turning on me when I was into coke.
It make you tired?
No, it made me crazy.
Oh, okay.
It made me fucking crazy. I was at my ex, so I was with this, I dated this girl who was like, my girlfriend Robin, she was a bit younger than me. So I met her when I was 29, and we dated for like about like 3 months, and then she like moved in, like it was just like happening really, really fast. You know, she was cool and stuff. Either way, one night at her fucking her parents' house, her stepdad, like I got hot, like I told him I like didn't like smoking weed, and her stepdad was like egging me on. Oh, don't be a pussy, you know. And I, of course, was like, oh, I'm not a pussy. Dude, I like had like a fucking episode. I thought he was like making fun of me.
Oh, okay.
Like shit. I was just like,
Yeah, but that shit happens.
yeah, but like I got all fucking pissed. I was like, dude, yeah, and then I used to get like really, yeah, I mean, it used to just be like paranoid schizophrenic whenever I'd get to smoke weed, so I had to stop doing it. And
So,
then,
but the coke thing.
and then, but then I was like, yeah, coke's fine though. I could keep doing coke. And then coke, dude, I started fucking up. So dude, I owned a house. I sold my house. This is all last year. I mean, fuck, man, last year.
Yeah.
I sold my fucking house, dude, and I got like 60 grand.
Uh-huh.
And I had just gotten fired right when I was selling my house.
Uh-huh.
And I just was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking party. And I literally spent like 60 grand in like 3 or 4 months. It was insane.
On drugs?
Drugs, food, eating
60
DoorDash,
That's
beer,
a
a
lot.
lot of alcohol, and like just I mean, I have a bunch of I was hanging out with, you know, freeloaders and shit.
Yeah, totally.
If you
That's the
fucking
worst.
yeah, no, well, I mean that's the thing. If you're not gonna find someone who is able to pay for that much drugs to party, with, that's the thing.
I hated that.
What?
I hated giving drugs to my friends.
It sucks, but when you're fucking literally, that's what you want to do. You decide you're gonna do coke, like
When you give your friends drugs so they can be on the same level as you.
yeah, you're like, dude, you don't want to be fucking that dude just doing. I mean, they're not gonna be fucking around if you just do bumps.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, but yeah. So what? So what ended up happening? It just didn't work anymore.
I just had to make like a conscious effort to not do it because
It's just money and annoyance.
money. I mean, yeah, that's what I always tell people. I was like, dude, like the pinnacle of my success is just like definitely gonna be me dying.
See, like I
From
just
a
I
boatload
just
of
feel like
coke.
your body might give you a symbol.
I feel like
A
my
signal.
body
Signal.
just So my arm breaking
Yeah.
was huge. Like I was just like, dude, I'm just not healthy.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I was like, yeah, no, my arm breaking was huge.
Yeah, because I feel like cocaine can give you energy, if you, I mean, I was using it productively, but
Yeah.
see, you were doing it socially, and at the same time, I
Well, I was
think,
making a lot of music at the time.
Oh,
too.
okay, that's cool too.
Yeah,
I just think like there's an evil demon when you start trying to do like you're trying to give yourself a prescription.
Oh yeah.
So you're like, yeah, man, like tonight, like right around 9 o'clock, that's when I start doing that. Then I take a couple, then I work on my projects.
Oh no, that's the thing though too. Is
And then you do that 5-7 days in a row. And you're like, you're telling yourself like, hey, like I get way more beat up when I go out and fucking get high and drunk with my friends.
yeah.
You know, but I'm actually doing art, man.
Yeah.
But like, say you do it for
called work, asshole.
Let's say you start doing work on those drugs for 2 years straight.
Dude, I'm telling, and that's
You
honestly,
crash, dude.
Honestly, that's about where I was at. It was probably about 2 years that I
So
was.
how the fuck do those primitive, like when they talk about these third world countries where they're all hyped up on opium or fucking cocaine leaves,
Yeah.
and the reason why they were doing a lot of these drugs, they were doing is they could work longer.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane, dude.
I mean, that's how they. I mean, that's how all. I mean, I know that I'm sure they do in other countries. So I don't want to be considered in any way, shape, or form considered racist at all.
Yeah.
I have a lot of white guilt. So
Yeah.
just so everyone knows that. But like in Asian countries, I know they give their workers meth. Like that's a thing.
Yeah.
They give them a little red pill.
Yeah.
They fucking take it.
I'm just thinking like that. Isn't that what we want? I mean, I want to feel productive, dude.
Anyone who's, you know, I think that's what a lot of people I know take Adderall. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Yeah, I know some people. I've taken Adderall.
It's awesome.
I didn't know I'm prescription, but
You know what I don't like about Adderall?
it zones you.
I don't like about it though. Like, is I feel this type. I get this weird laugh. You know, not a normal laugh. Like, almost like, and then like I'm like thinking about what people. Yeah, I'm on meth, basically, you know. I'm thinking about what people are fucking thinking. And, like, immediately, that's the thing about all drugs, like, At least with me, my experiences, man, I've just overdone them and then just made them suck. You know,
Yeah.
like not all of them. Dude, I am a huge enthusiast, and I don't think I would be alive if I didn't like, do mushrooms and acid and certain points in my life. But really breaking my arm is what really saved me, honestly.
Yeah. And that was just a year ago?
Yeah, man, it's been over. So I had my surgery. It's been over a year in January. It happened in December of 2019. So yeah, I mean, I was doing fine. I never like got too. That's the thing is, I never got too bad where I was like, I never fucked over my family. I never fucked over any friends. I just
think it's crazy that I do believe that now that I mean I went through quite a few drug phases.
Yeah.
With like ecstasy.
Yeah, I've gone through that.
Where I went like maybe a year and a half of just buying a fat rock and taking scrapes off of it for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So like if I go out, right before I go out, I take a couple scraped powders of this rock.
Yeah.
Dab it on my tongue, and then all day I'd be all night I'd be I made tons of friends. I made tons of friends, but then I during Corona. I mean, it didn't happen. It didn't. I was already hating them before coronavirus.
Yeah.
But just to know that the only way I was able to deal with them, that I wasn't really dealing with them, but like I could actually.
That's when you have fun with them.
We have fun with these type of people.
That's the thing. That's
because they're good people. They're human beings. I'm a human being, and I'm not perfect.
It's more or less you dealing with.
But you're just like,
you're
just like you're listening to their shitty stories, but you're so fucking hyped on the speed probably part.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, man, I like yogurt. Put fruit on it. Oh yeah, you put nuts on it.
Have you ever
nuts? Yeah.
Have you done SAS?
SAS, I heard about. No, I haven't ever.
So SAS is just the MDA. So the no meth part.
Yeah.
And it is way chiller.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
No meth, way chiller.
Well, at the same time, I've done those like the MDMA and shit like that, or even, and then I've just gone completely inside.
Yeah.
And just heard mellow lines.
Yeah.
And just terminals of just good dreams.
I think that of all the drugs that I've had phases with, I never really got like. That was always just a treat, Like I never did it and was like, oh man, I want to do this next weekend. Like I may have done it the next weekend, but it never was like, I have to. With Coke, it becomes a part of you, and I mean, at least if you could get bad with it, and you could do this with anything, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anything. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, and that's what I was talking to myself. That's how I quit smoking cigarettes again.
Well, I just find I always thought the demon. I always thought the demonic part was peer pressure.
Yeah.
And then I realized the more demonic part of the drug that some people can get, like Jimi Hendrix or any of these great artists, or even John Coltrane, is that they think, and it does. There is proof of these drugs accessing a new crown gem of expression of the art form.
Yeah.
Musically.
Yeah, that's honestly, man. That's what Coke was.
When
I really got into it, I was playing in this punk band, and it was like a Sunny Slope punk band. Like, my friend had all these like connections down at these like back alley shows behind a liquor store on 3rd Street in Hatcher. We used to go get paid $200 to go play this like party with a bunch of.
Yeah.
It was
nice.
Cool.
What year was that?
So this is like I want to say 2015.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I really started dabbling pretty heavy with that stuff. Like since I've been at like a drinking age, I it's around a lot. So your chances of doing it are pretty high. I don't know how it is in a lot of places, but in Phoenix I feel like it's a thing.
Well, Sunny Slope is like
Well, I didn't hang out in Sunny Slope though.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't grow up there.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I grew up like 35th Avenue in Thunderbird.
Okay.
Or I mean like Bell Road, excuse me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't know anybody that did coke in my high school though. I knew people that did. There was friends I had friends that got on meth.
I honestly, it all happened after high school.
Yeah, after, and that's the thing is like
right senior year.
I didn't even know fucking heroin. I thought heroin was in movies. That's it. I was like, dude, I don't know anybody.
I had this friend. He was like a prize athlete junior year.
Yeah.
And then senior year, I remember, because he was getting laid. He was getting laid all through high school.
Yeah.
And the rumor was getting around, like, he cracked. He started doing speed, and his brain is damaged. And sure enough, when you meet him, he's agitated, and he's talking wildly about just universes. He entered a philosophical realm where he didn't have the language for it.
Yeah. That sucks.
And so he was tinfoil hat.
Do you have any crazy friends?
Crazy? Yeah, there's a friend
Like
that,
actually crazy though, like streetwalker crazy. You ever
I
had a
don't.
friend?
I assume maybe he is, but
Okay. Kind of just cut that. Yeah.
He'll text me derogatory names in the middle of the night. The N word for one. He'll just keep writing it.
Yeah, my friend Tom, dude, he's had just like he sang in a band that I was in after the punk band. Yeah, that was my thing, man. That's was my real point about drugs, man.
Yeah.
Is doing drugs is like, you hit it on the nail, dude. It's like I was working all week, and then I would be like, yeah, at this time, we'll get some blow.
It's an amazing thing to look forward to.
We'll write a song, and that's the thing is like I was like pumping shit out.
Right.
I was like, dude,
And then you broke your fucking arm, and that just made you the guy.
Then this seems like a light year after that, honestly, dude. Yeah. So I guess I had drug abuse for like a while, man.
It's just I just think there's this.
It's a big chunk of my 20s, dude. Really, yeah.
You can't promote it, but there is something about it that's worth the venture.
Experience, yeah.
I think about Hunter S. Thompson.
Oh yeah, man. And
then he had to blow his brain out just so he could deal with dying.
Yeah.
Not that he was suicidal, but that was like his agitation of pain. He had to blow his brains out with a gun.
Yeah, he was someone who definitely was pretty tortured. I think, just like overly, like we were talking about earlier, just being overly aware.
Yeah. But he looked like completely an entertaining person.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he was entertaining. I mean, there's all proof of it.
Yeah, people.
It wasn't like he was a recluse.
Not even like I don't know how. I haven't watched it, but I know that there's like a thing about Robin Williams.
Oh god, man! I saw the last couple of films he did. And this is what all these fans say. If you're a fan, you project. That's what makes you a good fan.
Yeah.
Projection. But you can see torture, dude. Like, you ever seen that RV movie? RV. Mm-mm. It's like a spin on National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh God.
Where he's driving an RV.
Yeah, I know what it is. And
everything's deadpan.
Okay.
But you're man, this is Robin Williams, man. He's just getting that check. He's pushing himself through it, and you see like he sat out in the sun for too long. Like that plastered feel of like the inner plastered. Like if you got so stoned.
Yeah.
And somehow inside your coordination with your body is kind of short circuiting a little bit, and you're just muscling your way through.
Yeah.
You're muscling your way through life. You're trying to do the roles. It's like Joe Biden. It's like Joe Biden. Like like that Joe Biden thing where he's strained. He's strained, but then he tries to be cool. But you realize the engineer in the head is a little like rusty.
Yeah, that was like a.
You see it in the Robin Williams, the RV.
The Robin Williams, dude. I guess my point was that people that are really entertaining people, and Robin Williams, his last movie, he probably was just a.
Do you know what one of his last movies was about? I don't know if you saw it. It was, he's driving around. He's old as fuck. He has an old ass wife at home or something, and he picks up a male prostitute, and he takes him to a hotel. No, true story. True movie.
Oh, wow.
He takes him to a hotel, and the guy's like, okay, you want your blowjob? And he's like, no, I just want to look at you. Right? Yeah. And then he kind of wants to save the guy. It's like a taxi driver, and it's like a gay taxi driver thing, but he's not gay. He's just kind of old, and he wants to project into a young body.
Yeah.
It's not like that psychedelic. It's more of like an indie film thing.
Yeah.
And then his wife thinks he's cheating on her.
Of course.
And she's like, she thinks it's a girl. Right? And I mean, at least what I remember of the film is it says something like this. It says, "What is it that I don't have that she has? What is it?"
Yeah.
And then he said a line, "It's just not you. That's all. It's just not you. There's no other. There's nothing, but it's just not you."
Yeah.
Which is such a great statement of what a relationship is not.
Yeah.
So what everything that is not the relationship is attractive in its venture. You know what I mean? This is the ultimate betrayal combination. Like, I don't know if you know a lot of guys that ever cheated on their girl.
I mean,
they usually cheat on a girl that's totally not as good as the girl that, obviously, it's usually not.
Honestly,
It's
dude, my
yeah.
friend that was a big cheater, dude. I have one friend. I mean,
He was cheating on girls that were definitely better than his girlfriend.
he would just fuck anything, dude.
Oh, well.
He was a piece of shit. Like, and he was the type of guy, you know, like the type of guy who just like could like kick anyone. Like, you know, he's just a tough kid. You can just tell he's fucking tough, and that's something that's appealing, obviously, to women. It's gonna be. I don't care which woman. I don't care what. Yeah, I will say that I think that all women want to be protected in a way, whether it's like physically, or emotionally, or financially. That plays a part. Well, one of those three things or all of them. But this guy specifically, he just killed it. Like, he would just go places and just get laid.
Well, what I've noticed with friends that do fuck a lot, they also have fuck a lot of ugly girls that I would never touch.
Oh, no, for sure. That's the thing.
But in order for them to ever fuck the girl that I would touch, he had to fuck a lot of ugly girls.
Yeah, no,
like
he actually had a line.
He has to be very open. And
he had a line, dude. He said, you have to slay a lot of dragons to get to the princess.
And even then, I would think like the fact that I'm so perving on the princess, the fact that I'm perving so hard on the princess, and I want to keep that perversion.
Yeah.
The only way I do that is by not fucking those other things. Do you get what I'm saying? In the perversion nature, in order to, like, I think about this ability that some people, you know, the idea to get laid in the PUA pickup artist type mentality. The universal law is that
for death,
you want to tone down your urgency.
And when we see each other, we get down. You know, we see each other, we have fun. It's cool.
This is like number one.
But like to get together for every fucking birthday.
This is even written in.
Right?
You can't do it.
You got 9 fucking babies.
It's too many people.
Yeah, no. I'm in my 20s and fucking. I don't want to go to a fucking 7-year-old's birthday party. I'm hungover.
Hey, this is what's kind of interesting though. When you have like a family, you feel this service as a whole.
Yeah.
To do things. This is like, I don't think anybody's ever, I haven't read any psychologist put it this way, but there's this thing that you need to take family vacations. Because if you don't, you're not a family. You see, there's an obsession with this whole thing, even though you are a family a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You're like, the majority of the time, you're a family.
Yeah.
But like, if you were to divide these, like on Christmas, if you don't spend it as a family, you don't get what I'm saying? You're not
like
a family.
The stigma of that.
Yeah, it's something there is, and it's a real stigma.
It is.
It's a very strong stigma.
It is, dude. Honestly, man, I used to be. You just kind of take what you have for granted, cause I mean. Yeah, I went through like after my mother had her stroke, like I've spent some holidays alone, and or just without family at least. Like I still have friends and stuff, like not like.
Okay.
But. Yeah, dude, it's so nice to have that, you know? Like, it's a nice thing to be able to at least see your mom, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but like a giant fucking family of like, you know, my sister, my 2 brothers, all of our cousins, we all get together with all their kids because they're all, you know, they all work AC, you know, they're general contractors, and they fucking pump out so many goddamn kids because that is like, I never understood that life choice, honestly. I feel like having a kid is like something everybody I know, like that I'm friends with that's have kids, has been like, oh fuck, I got to go pregnant. I got my girlfriend pregnant. Like, did not plan, you know.
Oh, okay.
Her fucking family were like, they get married and have fucking kids. Like, that was what they did. And me and her were together for a long time and did not want to have children. She was going to school.
Yeah.
She was going to school. She's like, I don't want to do that. She actually had gastritis, which is like basically like Crohn's.
Okay.
So she was going through. She had her own shit she had to deal with a little, you know. But yeah, dude. I'd side note of that. Like, right after we got together, she popped out 2 kids within like 3 years. With some dude. So that's what she wanted. That's what she really wanted.
Well, no. That's what the woman's body always is always wanting.
It makes sense.
Like we go back to the whole thing about. Once again, these aren't answers. There should be like metaphorical, like beauty of existence and like just living. Is that you sublimate or you transfer the primal sex drive of things, into other activities of art. So yeah, back to that stuff that didn't get recorded earlier was if you had sex earlier, your art would definitely be affected. So what is art but nothing other than a perversion or some sort of pocket of your transferred your unsexed energy, your excess of your unsexed energy goes to these directions.
You know, I don't know about you, Abe, but I actually have had times. So like I've like had like creativity, like when things were going really well for me. Like I owned a house and had dogs, had a job where I was making enough money to do whatever. Do whatever I needed to. Yeah, I was still really, really creative.
Oh no, I'm sure. Actually, you know what? I don't even want to make it the whole focal point.
Yeah, no.
But it seems like there is a lot of activities of the gravity of this like single family whole. You know, like back to the whole. If it doesn't go have Christmas together, or it does, it's a whole. If it's divided, you're not that thing, and you're kind of going that direction, meaning. The one that doesn't have the family, the guy that just strays. You're the uncle that strays, or whatever.
The weird uncle.
We could if I was on some good shit right now. I probably listen back to it and you're like, dude, that didn't make any fucking sense. But when you think about this right wing, left wing ideas, or when you think about this fragile balance of the universe, even the richest to the poorest person, there's this thing of like
remember that deal that Heath Ledger had with that
change of the norm.
Yeah.
And then there's this thing called truth, which is like, hey, the norm's working. This is the right wing thing. Hey, the norm's been working.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
In history, this is what happens when the norm doesn't work. When family structures fall, it just turns into barbarism. Do you know what the void? When you don't believe in God and Jesus, do you know what happens? Nihilism sits in it. It turns into barbarism. Do you know what barbarism is? It's just raw order survival of rape and murder. Tooth and claw, just like on the Wall Street, you know.
I can search the web for that.
What?
Google picked you up there, man.
Oh, that's crazy. but you know what I'm saying? This whole thing with this family thing.
Yeah.
And this diversion, where if you're not in this developmental cycle, you're over here.
Yeah, no.
Like your sexual libido, your sexual energy, is just supposed to be enough to impregnate these things, and then get yourself in such a fucking catch-22 that you fucking construct a family.
Dude. So, yeah. I mean, it's really not funny. Like a lot of the stuff I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sorry again if I'm not being funny at all. But yeah.
No, but I think I think I'm going really philosophical.
Oh no! I was just talking. I just have been I've had a great time talking. I just was saying I feel like I've just kind of been. Yeah, man. It's